Hi everyone, this is Tian, and today we have Pete the kitty and his friend Grumpy Toad. It looks like they're playing with some building blocks. They're gonna have a play date. Let's read more about it. Let's get started. Pete the Kitty and the Groovy Play Date by Kimberly and James Dean. Pete the kitty jumps out of bed. I cannot wait! Grumpy Toad and I have a groovy play date. Hey, Grumpy Toad, I'm ready to play. It's going to be an awesome day. Here is Pete. He's on his way to Grumpy Toad's mushroom house. Pete wants to play with Grumpy Toad's cool blue truck. Zoom, 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 all around the room. But Grumpy Toad starts to whine. That truck is mine, mine, mine. Pete the kitty says, no worries, that's okay. I'll find something else to play. It looks like Grumpy Toad has a lot of toys here, but they're all his toys, and he's not willing to share. Pete finds some blocks. Let's build a city, says Pete the kitty. But Grumpy Toad starts to whine. Those blocks are mine, mine, mine. Pete the kitty says, no worries, that's okay. I'll find something else to play. Pete sees a superhero cape. Far out. Have no fear, Super Kitty is here. Look, Pete the kitty is wearing a red cape. Do you think he looks cool? What kind of superpowers do you think he has? But Grumpy Toad starts to whine. That cape is mine, mine, mine. Look at Pete the kitty here. It seems like he's starting to get upset with Grumpy Toad. Grumpy Toad has all the toys and Pete has none. This playdate is just not fun. Pete is sad. Pete is blue. He thinks about what to do. Grumpy Toad, wouldn't it be better if we were playing together? Grumpy Toad says, my pile of toys has grown, but it's no fun playing alone. Grumpy Toad thinks of all the fun he and Pete have together. Looks like Grumpy Toad is thinking about flying kites with Pete and also playing in a tree house. Down here, Grumpy Toad is thinking about playing soccer with Pete. Yes, sharing would make this playdate so much better. Grumpy Toad shares his truck with Pete. You push me and I'll push you. Zoom, zoom, vroom, all around the room. Grumpy Toad shares his blocks. Here are the blocks, Pete the kitty, for you and me to build a city. Grumpy Toad shares his cape. Grumpy Toad is wearing an orange cape and Pete here is wearing a red cape and they're both standing on a blue skateboard. Okay, time for superheroes to save the day. It looks like they're lifting trucks. Here is the blue truck and here is an oil truck. And Grumpy Toad and Pete are flying over the city they built. Have no fear, Wonder Toad and Super Kitty are here. Grumpy Toad is wearing the letters W and T, which stands for Wonder Toad. And Pete here is wearing the letters S and K, which stands for Super Kitty. Grumpy Toad shares all his toys with Pete. They play and play and play. It looks like they built a castle. They played guitar. They also draw a car together. What a groovy, awesome day. Here again, Grumpy Toad and Pete are playing baseball together. Thank you, Grumpy Toad, for sharing your cape, your truck, and your blocks. Wow, sharing rocks. Alright, that's all I have for you guys today. Next time, if you want to have fun on a play date, remember to share your toys with others. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!